pretty picture, right? But it is not there just because it is a good photograph. It is there because it shows three agents that play in the major leagues of land building in our coastal wetlands. The upstream coming flow is transported to the wetlands through these channels, carrying sediment that is later deposited along the sides of the channels. But we not only see water and sediment in this photograph, we also see vegetation. Scientists have highlighted and show how important is the role of vegetation in marshland creation. As these areas get inundated, sediment is deposited. Then vegetation grows and colonizes these patches. So when the next flood comes, they can act as a sediment trapping device. With this research, we wanted to understand this dynamic better. We're studying how changes in seasonal vegetation growth influence sediment transport and deposition in the marsh. As in any other research, we encounter a couple of challenges. I had to learn how to walk and move in the marsh without falling every 2 steps. And we had to develop a method to properly collect sediment samples while we were in the field. And we visited the site during spring and summer. In April, and as you can see here, there was almost none vegetation. There are a couple of spots that correspond to submerged aquatic vegetation, but there was almost nothing. We had a flow of velocity of 20 centimeters approximately, measured with dye injections here. But when we went in June, the submerged aquatic vegetation was covering the entire area. It was all over the place. Our flow was reduced to 4 centimeters per second, approximately, but our sediment deposition measurements were lower compared to those recorded during April. We went back in July, and we observed that most of the submerged aquatic vegetation was gone by this time. There were some floating aquatic vegetations and some emergent, but most of it was not there anymore. And we observed that our sediment deposition measurements increased during this time. Here, with this, we can see how sediment deposition varies in relation to changes in vegetation growth. Understanding not only how, but when vegetation in a growing season can enhance sediment deposition is critical when we are planning and performing practices to restore our coastal wetlands and as we plan to make our coast more resilient. Thank you for your attention.